welcome back to the channel. Tomorrow is the day, man. We're gonna go pick up the car that we're doing for the no prep. It's coming tomorrow. You hear the heater in the background, it's cold tonight. Hopefully tomorrow will be warmer. Working on the wife's car again. Yep, with the whole, Phantom misfire has about once a month under boost. Don't ask, I don't know. Anyhow, let's go get this car tomorrow morning, man.
Just so you're aware, it costs money to have me on camera. So. Take one to go camping. Or I'll take them off. Alright, you're gonna have to cut it hard. Hold on. You got it for a second? I want to make sure the pump right there with these ramps. It's gonna be close.
I'm more worried about that tank hanging down.
That tank's gonna clear then. That tank will clear. But the tires are all fine. We have to straighten that thing.
All right, so you guys see it. There she is. Me and this car have a lot of history together. This right here, I'll tell you, I'll start from the beginning. This is my cousin's car. He is letting me build this right here, me and him together. I'm gonna be the wheelman once again in this car. We're gonna do this mainly for fun, but kind of relive our youth a little bit. This right here is what got me into hot rods, is this car behind me. This is what got me into Novas, like in those two, which I don't own one now, but I've owned a bunch. So, when I first got my license, me and my cousin took this car to go get subframe bushings for it. Stopped at a gas station, he was driving. Go in, pay for the gas, come back out, I pump the gas, I go to get back into the passenger side. He had already screwed across the seat because it's always had a bench seat in. He says, you can't drive from this side. I just got my license literally that week. I was shocked. He's gonna let me drive his car, had a 454 in it then, with a little bit of nitrous and everything else on it. Shocked. Literally, it was the first V8 car I drove when I got my license. So I jump in it, we had a Scott Speed, get the mounts, drove this thing all that day, fell in love, man. Fell in love. I had a Mustang at the time, a 5.0 Mustang that I hadn't driven yet, I was still building it. But I was driving around my mom's, I think she had a Corsica, something. Anyhow, so it's first V8 car I drove when I got my license. So then, what we start doing after that, start taking out, we go to Newark every night, didn't it? Well, Friday and Saturday night. I started street racing the car, I got used to it. Kind of find out, I guess I was a decent driver for it. It was always running like, some kind of little radio on it. Could get it out of the hole without spinning. And that's, everybody knows, back then, that's where you win. It's out of hole back in, it was, So, that worked out. Well, then we bumped it up. He's like, how you feel about spraying it now? It's all right, let's do it. So, started spraying it, went out playing around in it. First car I ever sprayed to. It's the first time I ever had to hit a nitrous. I think I had 175 on 150 or something at the time. But at a 454 in that, on radials, we could be rocking through Newark at whatever, 40 mile an hour. I'd stomp it, I'd spray it. It'd blow tires off. Looked like a 10-second car. So I loved it. Everybody loved it. We had a ball in this car, man. I wheeled this car until I was probably 23, I want to say. We used to take it to Philly on Sundays, on street racing up there. We'd take it over different spots in Newark. There's a bunch of spots. Everybody remembers the old days on that. We'd all over the place there. This car has went through many different changes. If you remember this car back in, it wasn't silver with the Yanko on it. It was blue, had the scallops on the front. Back when I was running it, that's what it was, blue with scallops. Later on, he had it painted this. The cars went through several different motors. It went through, had a 454 in it. Originally had 350 in it. Then he went to a 454. Then it went to a 6-cylinder because he had ordered a 502 back when they were hot, come from GM. He ordered a 502, had it weight on it, so he put a 6-cylinder so he could still drive it. Then he put the 502 in it. Then he put 871 on the 502 for a while, played around with it. And then he went to a, I don't even remember the size of it now. Some kind of big block, I don't remember what it was. Anyhow, he put that in there, but in the meantime of all that, he'd went to rack and pinion steering on it, hated it. Didn't like it at all, couldn't steer it, couldn't hold a road. So, took motor out of it, took the frame out of it, that's when it kind of, I think the project stalled. So this car has been off the road now for, I want to say, I don't know, 10, 15 years. It's got a tag on, let's see what it says. It's been a while. Okay, so, I know it was off the road for the tag went dead, and tag went dead in 2010. So, it's been a while, man, since this car's seen. So a few weeks ago, I don't know why, I was going down memory lane. Thought about this car. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna call him up. See if we can't work out a little deal here on this thing. see what he thinks about it. Because poor car has just been sitting all this time, like I said. I mean, he wants to go out and have fun too. And man, we had a ball when we were teenagers, early 20s. He's older than me, but we had a ball in this car, man. Had an absolute ball. I've got a lot of seat time in this car. It's gonna be relearning for me now. So we've got majority of the parts for it already. That's a big plus. That's why you've been seeing me on 302 Performance looking for parts and him looking for parts. It was for this build. I'm very excited for this build. I can't wait, man. I mean, I had a ton of fun in this car, ton of fun. Like I said, this car is what made me, was this one right here. So if you can get your cars like that, man, just where they have a lot of memory, sentimental value to you, do it, man. Do it. Because this old girl right here, she's treated me well. What time I drove it? 6 years, whatever it was, 7 years. I think I was 23. You know, get married, start pumping out kids, life takes over for a while. Happens. So now I'm back in it. I still have Eileen. Don't worry about that. No, it's still gonna be raced. Everything. That's my car. This, we're gonna build this for the no prep. Everybody kept telling me, you know, come to Berkeley, 13 everywhere with no prep. I don't want to do that in Eileen. That's just not, the car's not built for that. It's not what I built it for. So that's why we're doing this. I want to get my feet wet and no prep. Will we go out and, you know, turn heads and, you know, be up in there in the top? Probably not, but we'll have fun. That's all I care about. I don't care how fast it is. I just want to go out and have fun. So I might have a bunch of videos of the build on this. They'll probably be scattered out because I'm not working on this 24/7. I still do a lot of other work, and I still got to do Eileen. Still got to do the wife's car. So the videos will be hit or miss on that one. But I'm hoping by summer that we can be testing it and get it ready for the no prep. So keep an eye out for those videos. And that's the history of this old car right here, man. It actually means a lot to me, this car does. A lot. And it takes a lot for a car to mean anything to me, because I sell them all. Eileen and this car, that's probably about them two have real sentimental attachment to. And my old white and purple Mustang back in the day was white with purple scallops on front. That one. If I ever find that car, I will get that one back too. Other than that, take them leave, man. It was a lot easier carrying around in my pocket than keep them parked somewhere. So keep eye on the rest of these videos, I mean. And I'm gonna get back on the wife's car, I guess, because I still haven't figured out that misfire on her boost. Wish me luck.